Hello YouTube friends, this is my 432 megahertz solid copper generator. The first time I heard people talking about generators like this, I thought, well, some people feel it and some people don't, because it is a metaphysical thing. There are different designs of them out there, but this one is the one that I got the download on. And that said, I want to do some experiments. I have other videos with the same experiments, but I want to do all three of my experiments on here because I like proving what people are saying in the metaphysical in the physical. In fact, someone said online, and this was about a ring, that certain vibration of a ring would change the water's pH. And at that point, I had to test this for myself. So I tested it, and sure enough, it worked. Basically, I measured it. So that's how you do that. So that said, I'm going to tell you something else about the 432 vibration. 432 frequency is how they used to tune their instruments with in the olden days. And once the elite found out that they could go out and be more successful, that it was a frequency of miracles, a frequency of blessings, wealth. There's a lot of other things people say about it. These generators clear the air, the environment, there's less crime, this, that, and the other. They decided to change the instrument tuning tools to 440, which is what we have today. Imagine that. Well, I will show you the setup I have for my experiments later on, but first I want to tell you there is an electric device down here that is already plugged in and has a humongous electromagnetic field. Perhaps I should remove the generator right now. That can be measured. See, I like things that I can measure. Isn't that something? So even from this distance here, I can measure that electromagnetic field. See, this is how close I have to get here. And now as I get closer, it's incredibly high. It goes up to like 2,000 almost units, which my counter stops counting here. There are two things that happen when I bring one of these generators close to it. One is that it voids the field, the bad energy field, basically protects us. Here we go. I'm getting it close and it's already stopped. Let me move it over so you can see. I'm going to come from here perhaps. Well, it does the same thing. It has a very large field that this protects with, so you can imagine if you put this in your bedroom, you might not have to worry about all the EMF and all the other crazy things that are out there floating about that might be harmful to us. So I'm not even blocking it, getting it right there from the field. I'm just in between. The other thing that I noticed that it does is that it transmutes electric energy. Now, there is electricity in the device, but there is no electricity directly hooked up to that device. So I'm going to place this right up here. Hopefully the camera is set up really. It's falling in. There we go. We don't want to fall in. And I'm going to use my electrical multimeter. I want to come around the other side so that you can see for yourself that I'm not adding any electricity to this. So here is the one end. Yeah, you need to see this too. Okay, I'm holding the negative. And perhaps, there we go. Let's see, how do we get a good picture of this? Okay, so if I touch here, you should see the dial move. Ready? Watch the little dial. Let's try here. I wonder, yeah, sometimes you have to change the circles depending on how, I guess, the electricity goes. Can you see the dial moving every time I touch? It's ever so slightly on here right now, but it is visible, and that's what I'm after. It's like this is proof that this is already transmuting the dirty electricity into a beneficial type of energy or electricity. Some people call it organ, etheric electricity, Sator electricity, or energy. So there are different names out there. Now the third test, and for that I'm going to use my television, is that this electricity energy gets sent out, some people say, 4 kilometers, 10 kilometers and more. So basically, if we can place this in a lot of different places and homes, it might influence the weather positively, it might influence the people, just a whole bunch of things. And so that said, I'm trying to make more, and unfortunately I have to sell them. I'm not financially independent, but I also have a GoFundMe page. So once I reach a certain financial freedom, would you say, I could donate some to places like California, where there's wildfires, deserts, so they get rains, Alaska, where there is perhaps the ice melting and they need it not to melt. But now to my next experiment. I have set up my antenna television, and when I touch the copper, the voice of the speaker, whoever happens to be speaking, changes. So at this point I'm going to be moving, hopefully this will work, my phone, because I have to record from my phone, and you will get to see, not only when I measure, but well, there is the television in the other room set up with an antenna. I have a remote to the television right here, and you will get to see, or perhaps hear, that the voice changes. So I won't be speaking much. Please listen. When the signal is received by the television speaking person, or whoever the noise is making, gets interrupted. That has been my experience. So let's repeat it. Here we go.
Circles were reduced. The wrinkles around their eyes were reduced. The eye contour texture was improved. It was hydrated. It was softer. And that elasticity and resilience back to their
there
eye
it was.
contour. And eyes are the first place where we show tiredness. So you're getting an award-winning family.
Oh, I should probably, yeah.
That give you exactly what Genevieve does. Firmness, elasticity, radiance, smoothness, and tone. All in just seconds.
There it was. There it is.
Oh my gosh, game changer. And I know it's not about the case, because
I don't know why sometimes it skips. I guess the signal must travel differently.
So let me just show you. We only went over a couple
There it is.
of the products, right? We only got over like 4. I don't even know if we got to bifacial, because that's included as well. But here's the deal, you guys. For less than what you would pay at counter, best-selling serum,
I want to repeat it more, but it seems to weave in and out, so it must be doing something else. There was.
Everything you see on your screen, plus the chrome badge. So we've only talked really about skincare. Let's dive into the cosmetic world, right? Let's dive into color and placement.
Let me mute them. So now real quick to the setup. There is the electrical gadget down here. Let's see, do you see the lights? Whoopsie daisy. Well, maybe I should show it from here. There are some lights on down there somewhere in the process. There we go. So it is working. The next thing is going the other room. You can see that it's really, and I've set up the antenna in the middle of the room, so you can see there's no gadgets with this. It's just an antenna, simple antenna. Well, here we go. Set up television. No cable, no other hidden things, just that's about it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this and enjoy the tests. If you'd like to order a generator, let me know. I'm going to try to set it up on either Etsy or eBay, and hopefully we'll make this a better world. Blessings.